Hey guys, today's February 18th and guess what guys, I'm going on a date. We're doing a get ready with me and you might be wondering who am I going on a date with? Well, you'll find out at the end of the video. Rumi's here.
I'm so excited for her date.
See you when I'm doing a hair mask. I'm going to do hair care right now and I thought I'd walk you through my hair care routine because I've been doing it for almost a year now and it has helped with my hair growth, my hair health, and everything. Let's talk about Miss Acne going on. Last video I was like, yo, my acne is solved, I'm doing okay. I don't know what's going on right now and I'm gonna call my dermatologist up about it, but I'm breaking out like crazy and I want to be transparent about acne with you guys because acne is a universal struggle. If you struggle with acne and you feel ugly because of it, I want to let you know you're not the only one. It is such a struggle having bad skin and I know it has such a big impact on your mental health, your physical health, everything. So I just want to normalize it and make sure that like you guys know that you're still gorgeous, you're still beautiful, you're still strong if you have acne, and it should not be an indicator of who you are as a person or how you see yourself, because sometimes I be, you know, like struggling with my self-confidence because of my acne and it's like, girl. So that's my whole spiel on acne. So hair care routine. First thing I use is a leave-in conditioner. This is the one I use. This one is from Marshall's. I've had this for a year. And then I'm gonna concentrate it at the ends of my hair. I'm gonna go in with Olaplex number 9. This is a heat protectant, but it's also a serum from Olaplex. So this I like to kind of get back in the roots of my hair. Also down here, 6 and 7. And we're gonna make a little concoction. So you're gonna do like literally a pea-size amount of 6 to do 3 taps of 7. So I go a little 1, 2, 3. In places where I put in a 9, never at the root. The furthest I go is like probably up here. I'm going to let this air dry for 10 minutes and then I'm gonna blow dry it and I will get back to you when I'm curling my hair. Okay, I blow dried my hair. This is how it's looking. It's really silky soft, smooth. I don't ever do something fancy like this, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going on a date, so at least let me make my hair look cutie and slay. First I'm sectioning my hair. I know I look crazy, but this is kind of like a trust the process thing. I like to section my hair so that I'm only working with like 2 bits at a time max. Clamp the hair like right in the middle, right here. And you're gonna go away from your face. I'm gonna go in an alternating direction away from my face. So I'm gonna roll that barrel towards my face so that the clamp is sticking up. You're gonna hold it here for like 5-6 seconds, and you're gonna go directly down, and then you're gonna twist again so that the barrel is once again facing up. So you're gonna hold it like this again, give it like a couple seconds, and then you're gonna go down again, and then you're gonna just get the ends and curl that a bit, and boom. Look at this curl. Like, is this not giving Dyson? This is my hack. Do this with the heat turned off, girl. Do not do this with the heat turned on. Do it with the heat turned off, and then practice. Like, practicing is my #1 recommendation when it comes to curling with the barrel, because you do not want to be putting heat on your hair and messing it up. So do not heat damage your hair for no reason, because that is not hot girl behavior. Clamp at the middle. I'm using a 1.5 inch barrel, by the way. Go here. Make sure the clamp is out again. Hold it a bit, do a little dance, do whatever you want. Hold down. Then you're gonna go in a circle again. Clamp up. Hold it a bit, go down, like this. I literally learned how to curl my hair from TikTok, and every time I get compliments on my hair, it's not even the Dyson, it's me. 2023, if you haven't learned how to curl without a clamp, I'm teaching you. You know, in 2022, I was on my curling wand shit, like, I was attached to the wand. I only knew how to curl my hair with the wand. My curls were tight, they weren't loose, they weren't pretty. And now that I'm with the clamp, I know how to make my hair look literally like a supermodel. So this is what the hair looks like now. Like, very crazy, but we're gonna let this air out and I'm gonna work on this side. We've made it to the grwm portion of this video, so I hope you guys are ready for this because we're gonna be chatting shit today. Rumi is at the vanity, so she's over there. You'll get her commentary. So our theme for today is men at BU. So now we're gonna tell you the story of something that I bleeped out in last week's vlog, actually. I'm gonna give you guys the tea on what happened. Last semester, I walked into the common room and there's these 2 boys sitting there, and I'm in my phase. Semester 1, I'm in like my social butterfly phase. And that phase is like, I'll literally talk to anyone. You weren't there actually when I first met them. Yeah. She's at Snowport, and I sat down because I wanted to study. And I started chatting with them, and like, it was relatively fun. And then eventually, Miss Rhea comes back, and then we both started talking to them. Was that time? It was a relatively good time from what I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
So we were like, okay, cool. We got new friends, like new community. And then the next time we saw them, they're in the common room again. And then we're like, yeah, okay, let's talk to them. I don't really remember much, to be honest, because it feels like a while ago. We started talking to them, and like nothing was really wrong. And I remember I went back to the room, and then Miss Rhea, she comes in, and then she tells me that like
They called me a stupid fucking bitch. For context, we were having a civil conversation. It was just like out of nowhere. They were talking to me about a movie, and I was like, oh, I'm surprised I haven't heard about the movie since Brad Pitt isn't it, or whatever. It was popular, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, of course you don't know, you stupid little bitch.
Yeah, so they called her that, and I was like, so we're gonna fight? Like, what the fuck? And then after that, we were like just completely weirded out by them. And like, we just didn't want to associate with them, because if you genuinely have an easy time calling a woman a bitch, yeah. So after that happened, it was just like, no, like you crossed a line. I've known you for how many days?
Another like minor red flag I was feeling then is that before that, you were about to go to sleep, I remember, and they wanted to ask you something, and I was like, oh no, she's about to go to sleep. They were like, okay, well, she's not in bed yet, and I was like, no, she's in bed. And they were like, well, we can just still go and ask her, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna let you barge into my roommates, like, what? Like, no.
So then after that happened, we were just like, ain't no fucking way. Like, you're messing with the wrong crowd. Okay, so it's a week later around, and we're doing our own thing. We're like going out with our friends that night, I remember. I walk into the common room to do my dishes, and I hear them like calling my name, but I'm wearing headphones, and I like don't want to talk to them. So I pull off the excuse that like, oh, I can't hear you. Like, I can't hear you at all. So I just like went into my dishes, and then as I left, they like kept on calling my name. And I was just like, not dealing with this right now. Like, I couldn't be bothered to give someone this time of day. And I come back to the room, and then I hear like talking outside the door. He's like, are you gonna knock? So then they start knocking on my door. Okay, and I actually like genuinely got scared because I hadn't locked the door, so I was afraid that like literally they were going to barge in. After that, I think someone says like, I'll just leave it here. Walk out of the door to like go throw out my trash or something, and guess what's there? Like a bag. This was like before Christmas, I believe, right before winter break. So there's just a bag sitting there, and I'm like, what? Like, what is this bag for? Like, what is this? I go into the room, I open the bag, and it's like, it's food. It's like a box of nuts and like dried fruits.
Yeah, it was like nuts and dried fruit.
I know. So that was at the door, and obviously I knew who put it there because I literally heard them have a whole conversation outside our door. And I was just like, so I was like, at that point, it was giving harassment. I sent it into the group chat. I'm like, guys, what the fuck is this? And then I went to go talk to a couple of the guys, and they're like, yeah, that's weird. Like, that's really fucking weird. I remember you came back, right? And then we were getting ready for this like group event. We go to one of our friends' rooms, and then all of a sudden he's like standing out there with his buddy. He has this weird ass outfit on, first of all. It's like a trench coat with like sweatpants and like a graphic tee and like the most heinous thing like ever put on with like a pair of running shoes.
I was standing outside of our friend's door, and then he went and he called my name, and I was like, I ignored him, and then he kept saying my name, so I turned around, and he was like, I need to ask you something, can you come over here? And I was like, no, I'm not coming over there, I'm gonna stay here. And then he was like, no, like, I really, like, can you, like, just come here? And I was like, okay, whatever. So I call you over, I remember. And
yes, I came over.
And then we both came, and then he goes, no, his friend goes, he's going on a date. How do you think about his outfit? And I walked away because I was like, I'm done with this.
He's going on a date. What do you guys think of his outfit? And we were just like,
his outfit was hideous.
Yeah, we were like, what the actual fuck is going on? I was like, your pants don't match. I was being brutal because I'm allowed to be, okay? And then like that was like the end of the saga, I feel like. And then our friend Jorge comes in and tells us like 2 seconds later that he's changing out of this outfit and going back to his room. So babe, were you going on a date or were you lying? And then later we get more intel from our friends that the guy was in the elevator with our friends, and he told our friends like, I didn't mean to creep Rhea out like that. So Mr. Thing is being a fucking stalker over my roomie, and that does not fly well with me.
Also the time where we were in the common room, like one of them peeked his head in, and they saw that we were in there, and then 2 minutes later he comes in with his friend.
Like purposely went into the common room to check if someone was there, and then somehow magically they're both in their next moment. My gosh. If there's any males watching this, like, please
Don't do that.
take a fucking hint. Like, if it is not clearly obvious to you, then you got issues to work on yourself. Like, oh my gosh. We were obviously, like, visibly giving signs of being uncomfortable, I feel like, from the moment we cut off, like, any form of communication with them. That was the tea on what happened, guys. Oh my god, I forgot to put on concealer. Shit. Right, guys, when you hack with concealer is that less is more. Because if you're dry skin girly like me, you know that shit cakes up fast. So put on a very minimal amount and go in with a brush. I feel like the brush concentrates the concealer a lot more. Like how, I don't know how I'm making my nose skinnier. I think I like placebo myself into thinking that my nose looks skinnier when it's truly not. Oh my gosh, I just smoothed out my face, guys. I'm using the LYS bronzer in the shade Harmony. I love LYS. Their stuff is very pigmented, so I have to be super careful. And I'm just gonna go in circular motions in like the 3 shape. I have just been loving bronzer. I think it's because it makes me look more tan than what I actually am. So I love it. And also you can, I don't know, I just feel like it brings a cutie little warmth into your face. Actually, I'm just gonna press in the powder. This is another hack. If you wanna, like, I don't even know, just make your powder conceal a little more, I just press the powder into my face like this. I like to start at my temples, bring it down to the cheeks. Too much blush is not a thing. I'm gonna use the Benefit highlighter in the shade Cookie. I'm going in with the fan brush because I don't like concentrated highlight because I feel like I already have enough shiny on my face. I don't want to overdo it. Under the brow bone a little. And then I'm going to go in this area a bit. Going up to like, just going in like a U shape, you know? Now we're going to brush off the bake on my nose. I'm also going to brush off the highlight a little as well while I'm doing so. Brush off the sides of the bake as well. Kind of just blend all your powders together because sometimes it does look a bit harsh. That's it. We're done with the full beat. We're done. I'm just gonna spray my face, do mascara, and I will catch you for the final look and when I'm about to leave for my date. Okay guys, I'm ready for my date. I finished the face. I put on my dress. Here's how we're looking. We got the bangs. The bangs are doing whatever. I don't care anymore. Face, it's matte. We got the necklace. And then the dress, and then Rumi's here. She got ready as well. Yup. Yeah. We said sir. Yeah. Yup. I'm gonna head off to my date, guys, and then I'll show you who my date is. I'm so excited. Okay, guys. Major date reveal. Here's my date. Who would have known this whole time? It was Rumi. Okay, we're gonna get our food, and I'm gonna stop vlogging because it's an intimate moment.